The rich get richer. If I had $1 for every time I ever heard that expression, I might be the richest man in the world. The rich get richer. How many times have you guys heard that expression? Is it true? Why does this happen? Why do the rich get richer? Well, absolutely, it's 100% true. If you look at any statistic out there, the rich get much richer, much faster than the middle class, and certainly than the poor. And that's on a dollar basis, and that's on a percent basis. So no matter which way you want to look at it, the rich are much better at making this double and double and double and double again. But why the heck is that, guys? There are 3 real reasons why the rich get much richer over time. The first real reason is making money is a skill. Making money is a skill. It's a skill that you learn over time. See, the fact is, most people don't get rich in their 20s. You know, for every Zuckerberg that's a rich guy, right? And the Snapchat founder, Evan Spiegel, for every one of those guys that got rich in their 20s, there's 10, 20, 30 people that got rich between the ages of 35 and 55. That is when most people who get into that rich class, which I consider rich as having $3 million in assets more than you have in liabilities. So if you have $1 million, you don't reach that. You're certainly doing well, but you're not rich, in my opinion. $2 million, you're still not rich. You got to have $3 million in assets versus liabilities, guys, and then you can be rich. The majority of people that are in that class all got there, the majority of them, between the ages of 35 and 55. So it's a game, it's a long player's game, guys. And what you're doing in your 20s is setting yourself up for when your 30s and your 40s and your 50s, you can capitalize on opportunities. You're ready for those opportunities, guys. It's no different than Steph Curry, you know, the great basketball player, one of the best three-point shooters ever. When he was shooting three-pointers at 14 years old, that was just prepping himself for 15 years old, and then 16 years old, and then 17 years old, and then college, and then the NBA. See, making money's a skill, guys. No different than shooting a basketball is a skill at the end of the day. Yeah, some talent can certainly help. If you're the best salesman in the world and you're just naturally great at selling, that's definitely going to help you. And if you're just a decent businessman, you're probably going to make a lot of money in your lifetime, right? There's some talent to it, but at the end of the day, it takes practice. It takes repetition over and over and over again, guys. And that's how you get so good at it. And what you're doing in your 20s is prepping you for your 30s. So when an opportunity presents itself, you already know how to capitalize on that opportunity because you experimented in your 20s. And same thing with your 30s into your 40s, guys. So that is the first thing we got to realize. The second thing is the rich have a much easier way to access capital at the end of the day. What does it mean to access capital? It's basically to raise money. So you take money from investors or you borrow money from the bank. The rich have a lot easier opportunity. Why? Because they've already done things probably that they're successful at in life. They've already proven that. They already have a lot of money, so they can get capital a lot easier. For instance, if I live here in Las Vegas, right? If I wanted to go open up my own casino, it's going to be called Jeremy's Casino, right? I highly doubt I could even raise $1 million. Highly doubt it. Why? Because I have no experience in the gaming industry, 1, and 2, because I don't have all this money just laying around, so the chances I would be able to get that kind of money, $1 million, probably pretty slim. However, Steve Wynn, if he wanted to build a $3 billion resort and start construction next week, he would be able to probably raise the funds for that project probably within a 48-hour time frame, guys. 48 hours, he could phone some people and probably raise $3 billion, guys, within a 48-hour time frame if he really wanted to do it that fast, guys. That is how insane it is. When you are rich, you can access the capital so much easier than anybody else. I mean, look at some of the richest companies in the world, like Apple. Apple can literally raise billions of dollars in bonds in no amount of time at all, guys, because anybody wants to loan Apple money. They're so profitable. There's so much. If you can just make 2 or 3% back on your money, it's almost as safe as, you know, getting the money from a government. It might even be safer than loaning or getting money from the government at the end of the day, guys. So, or loaning money to the government. So that's another huge thing. And the third reason is the rich have other people handle little so they can handle big. What does that mean, guys? Okay, so if you're a rich person, you're Warren Buffett. you don't need to worry about spending your time trying to figure out how do I book this flight to go to, I don't know, Hershey, Pennsylvania. I don't need to spend my time doing that. Warren Buffett's time is so valuable, right? That he has other people do all that kind of stuff. If he wants to fly somewhere, he just says, hey, I need to fly such and such. He takes his private jet. And that's a lot of the rich people, right? Or they have other people handle all this stuff, especially if they're still working. Now, maybe if they're retired, they do this type of stuff. But if they're still working in their careers, a lot of times they'll have other people handle all those tedious tasks. The same thing with their businesses. They don't want to, do all that accounting and all the, inventory management. They just want to oversee the business. They want to stay big picture. They want to focus on how do we get to make more money and more money and more money. See, if you're tied up in a million tedious tasks, right? Then it's hard to really expand your horizons because you're stuck doing these little things, right? So the rich know how to use people to do all those little tedious tasks or maybe software systems or whatever it is so they can focus on the big stuff, guys. So they can make more money and focus on the big stuff, guys. So those are the three real reasons. Making money is a skill. You've got to view it as it's a skill. You get better and you get better and better as time goes on so you can capitalize on more opportunities. The second one is they have a lot easier chance to get funding, whether it's, raising funds out there or whether it's taking a loan out from a bank, anything across the board, they have much easier time to get access capital, which lets them build even more money and even more businesses and things, even at a faster rate than a regular person would. And the third reason is they just don't focus on that little stuff. They have hired people that focus on that for them, and they focus on the big stuff, guys. And those are the three biggest reasons on why the rich get richer, and they will continue to get richer at a much faster rate on a dollar basis and a percent basis in the middle class, and then certainly the poor, guys. So I hope you absolutely enjoyed this today. If you just came across this channel, you may want to subscribe. We talk personal finance on the channel. We talk entrepreneurship. I'm an actual business owner. I give away so many business tips. We talk stock market investing more than anything. Check out my book. It is linked in that description. It goes all into my stock market investing strategy. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.